Okay, can you give an example of a pupil that you've been involved with personally where things maybe didn't go to plan? Because it all sounds, if you get everything in place, it will all go rosy, but it's not always the case, is it?
No, it's certainly not, and I've got quite a few stories of where it hasn't gone wrong, which is also a good learning thing in itself. When things don't go right, it's easy to go back and look to find out where things didn't go right. And the story I'll talk about is an 11-year-old dyslexic boy. He was in primary 7, about to transition to high school, and he had great difficulties reading. And he was really losing his confidence in the class, and this, when I went to do an assessment for him, was before I knew about the SET framework. So I knew some elements of it. I knew I was talking to his class teacher, to his classroom assistant, to his family, and and thinking about what kind of assistive technology could support his literacy difficulties. And it wasn't going to be too difficult because it was basically reading was the difficulty. So by using text-to-speech, that would help him do his research on the web or read an extended piece of text that the rest of his peers were doing. So it wasn't a problem providing the technology, but I had omitted to actually talk to the pupil himself and discuss what solution I had come up with. So, and then only latterly found out that he was very unsure about using anything that would make him look different, so much so that he wouldn't use anything even if it was going to be helpful. So looking back at that, just realising that should have been at the centre to have the discussion with him. But it did work out well in the end, because once we were able to overcome some of his self-confidence issues and provided a pretty cool piece of technology for him, he came around and was using text-to-speech.
I suppose that's the importance of SET, isn't it? The assessment model, where the students involved.
Absolutely, I wouldn't have been able to miss his opinion out.
Okay, so that was maybe something where it didn't go to plan, but I'm quite sure there's lots of